News.
NBC News Radio, I'm Scott Carr. Army pilots across the country are being grounded after 2 recent helicopter crashes that killed 12 soldiers. 3 died in a helicopter crash Thursday in Alaska, while 9 died last month following a helicopter collision in Kentucky. The Army's Chief of Staff is grounding all pilots not involved in critical missions until a new push for required training is complete. A firm hired by the Trump campaign for about $750,000 to investigate alleged fraud in the 2020 election says it found no evidence to back up Trump's claims of fraud. The founder of Simpatico Software Systems, Ken Block, told the Washington Post no widespread voter fraud was uncovered in the investigation and that every claim he was asked to look into turned out to be false. Block also says he's now received a subpoena from special counsel Jack Smith, who's investigating the former president's push to overturn the 2020 election. The former president is suggesting that if he wins next year's presidential election, he could sign legislation banning abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. Brian Shook has more.
In an interview with WMUR in New Hampshire, Trump was asked if he'd sign the federal abortion ban proposed by South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. Trump said he would look at it and is considering a lot of different options. He said he would get something done on abortion where everyone is going to be very satisfied. Trump faced backlash from anti-abortion groups recently for his position that abortion restrictions should be left up to individual states and not the federal government. I'm Brian Shook.
Montana is banning transgender health care for minors. The state's Republican Governor Greg Gianforte signed a bill Friday restricting the use of hormone therapy, puberty blockers, or surgery specifically for the purposes of gender transition. The law would make doctors liable to penalties for offering gender-affirming health care to minors. Scott Carr, NBC News Radio.
Why? Just think about it. Why is the #1 selling brand of chainsaws not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot? We can give you over 10,000 reasons. That's how many authorized local steel dealers you can find across the country. Visit one and you'll find a range of dependable gas and battery-powered tools, from trimmers to blowers. And you'll find service from experienced professionals. Real steel. Find yours at steelusa.com. Lowe's and Home Depot are trademarks of their respective companies.
This is Kentucky, where the only thing ordinary is the unexpected.
I got everything you need.
Horse country, legendary distilleries, rivers to paddle, lakes to splash and relax, big city vibes and small town charms. This is Kentucky. Come see for yourself. Plan your road trip at KentuckyTourism.com.
I got everything you need.
A Florida bill that would allow Ron DeSantis to stay on as governor while also running for president is headed for his desk for approval. Florida's Republican-controlled House passed the bill Friday on a party-line vote. Previously, Florida's election law said anyone running for an office has to step down from the position they hold when they're officially a candidate. Of course, it's widely speculated DeSantis will be running next year for the White House. If DeSantis signs the bill, it would create an exception for officials running for president or vice president. The CDC is ending its color-coded system of tracking the spread of COVID in the country. Yesterday, the agency said it's moving away from tracking community-level transmission and will instead focus on COVID-related hospitalizations. Officials say it's difficult to get a realistic view now of how much the virus is circulating. In New York City, the Met Gala is set for Monday night at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Lisa G. reports from New York.
The biggest names in fashion, music, and entertainment will be attending and walking the red carpet on Fifth Avenue. It's always a who's who of celebrities, with each one trying to outdo the other with their over-the-top gowns and outfits. This year, they're honoring the late designer Karl Lagerfeld, who passed away at the age of 85 in 2019. The co-hosts for the event include Penelope Cruz, singer Dua Lipa, and tennis player Roger Federer.
Elsewhere in the city, Tiffany's flagship store there has reopened. After a multi-million-dollar renovation over the past 3 years, the store on Manhattan's Fifth Avenue held a star-studded grand opening Thursday night. The store will now be called The Landmark. A woman in Vermont is lucky to be alive after she accidentally impaled herself during a hiking trip. Fish and Game officials in New Hampshire say it happened Thursday on Mount Kilburn when the 23-year-old hiker suffered a medical emergency, lost consciousness, fell down, and impaled herself on a large stick. She was able to call 911 after regaining consciousness and was airlifted to a nearby medical facility where she's now being treated. Scott Carr, NBC News Radio.
With the Hometown Radio Network News Update, I'm Robert Wagner. The wait is over for Will Levis. The UK quarterback was drafted yesterday. The Tennessee Titans traded up to draft Levis with the 33rd pick of the draft. That's the second pick of the second round. The Coolest Thing Made in Kentucky winner was revealed yesterday at the Capitol by Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman. The winner of 72 products eligible for the award went to the Chevrolet Corvette made in Bowling Green. The new award is meant to highlight products made in Kentucky. Today is the first of its kind concert at Mammoth Cave that merges natural and cultural with world-renowned cellist Yo-Yo Ma. He performs with the Louisville Orchestra and the Chamber Choir inside the Mammoth Cave. The immersive experience will start with a stroll through nature, people enjoying the quiet and listening to the birds on a quarter-mile path down into the cave. 27,000 people applied for tickets. Only 500 were awarded in a lottery for the two shows today.
Has the cold weather had you in the house too long? If so, come on out and have fun at Brightleaf Golf Resort. Stop in the pro shop to take advantage of the local specials of 18 holes with a cart for $40 or 9 holes on the par 3 course for only $12. While you're out, stop in and take a look at the remodeled rooms. Keep them in mind when friends and family are in town. The 19th hole restaurant is open so you can grab some food, good old country meat and veggies, dine in and carry out. Daily passes and memberships are available for the health club and pool. Give them a call at 734-5481 for more information. Hope to see you soon at Brightleaf.
Under the disaster of NAFTA, politicians put other countries ahead of Kentucky. They did nothing as jobs left our state. I'm Kelly Craft. As United States ambassador to our largest trading partner, I worked with President Trump to rip up NAFTA and implemented USMCA, which created thousands of Kentucky jobs. I'm running for governor to stand up for our economy and to fight for Kentucky jobs.
Paid for by Kelly Craft for governor.
Isaiah House provides holistic substance abuse treatment to help recovering addicts achieve sobriety for a lifetime.
If you're looking for treatment, if you're looking for help out there, and you're a woman, you can't do it by yourself. They will welcome you in with open arms and open hands right where you're at.
Kentucky Medicaid accepted for treatment. Call Isaiah House Treatment Center today, 859-375-9200. Isaiah House Treatment Center, real hope for addiction.
This WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by Ransdell Funeral Chapel. Our goal is and always will be to provide the best value in funeral service available. Exceptional care from a trusted family name, Ransdell Funeral Chapel.
Mostly sunny today, high 69 this afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight, low 49. Tomorrow, partly sunny, high near 63. Sunday night, mostly clear, low 41. Mostly sunny Monday, breezy, a high of 58.
Welcome to Gardening with James. Learn how to start your own garden, grow your own food, and live a healthier lifestyle. Food can be a medicine for the body, or it can cause high blood pressure or other health issues by not eating right. This show is packed full of tips and information, as well as special guest interviews from around the country, and it's designed to make gardening simple, fun, and frugal for the whole family. Call James with your questions and problems now at 734-4321. Now, let's go in the garden with your host, James Ross.
All right, here we go on another great Saturday morning. Temperature is good. It's going to get up in the 60s, so it gives you opportunity, to do some things. And we've been waiting on rain for a little while, and we finally got some of that. And, before it rained, up there at the McDowell house, I've been digging a garden for it seems like forever. Finally got it, complete. And so I was, because I knew it was going to rain Friday. I think it was Friday. And so I was able to go up and with the design that my mentor had gave me, and was able to put all the seeds in that I needed to. And today I've got to, go start on the herb garden part of it, putting those seeds in, and, they're getting ready to go through, it's like a transformation from the rose garden because we came up with um, a new idea on how to do the rose garden because we had probably 18 to 20 boxwoods that got damaged, over the winter. And so, like I said, I've cut out maybe like 14 of them. And, as we stood back and we looked at it, we was like, well, it's probably going to cost, say about $1,200 to get, the boxwoods back in there. And the problem with the boxwoods is that they get so big it blocks the sidewalk going around the circle. So we was like, well, if that's the case, well, how come we just don't take out the boxwoods? Because we still have a few of them. There's two that leads into the rose garden. Leave those two up, which are in really good shape, and then just open up the rose garden where there's 4 beds in the rose garden there. And so we were thinking, and hopefully that decision was made yesterday, because there was supposed to be a conversation about it, and hopefully I'll get that answer, maybe Monday or Tuesday or something, that yes, go ahead and take out all the boxwoods that you need to open up the garden, and then we'll be getting native plants that will go inside there, which would look a whole lot better, because, like I say, 18, 19 or so boxwoods, they just turned brown, and they was done for. So hopefully I'll get that decision next week and be able to go in and we can go shopping and find the plants that we want, open up that part of the garden, get the sidewalk cleaned up real good because, year after year, I mean, you really couldn't see the sidewalk, so probably gonna have to, maybe pressure wash it and get it all cleaned up and put a new face on it. And they're gonna put coming out of where the 2 big boxwoods are. If you're on 2nd Street and you're looking over the fence, you'll see 2 big boxwoods that are there. Or we're going to put steps that lead down to a little tree. The steps will go around it, and they'll have names of either donors or whatever it might be on each one of those steps, and it'll lead down to the new garden that I put together. And I think you make a left turn in front of those flower beds, and it'll lead you back out the fence. But I like the design. I like the idea because if you're going to spend $1,200 to try to put it back to the way it was, sometimes it's not beneficial. When you could take that same money and put in something that could make it look a whole lot better, add a lot more color to it, because boxwoods are cool, but they just green. They stay green all the time, and that's about all you get out of it. So we want to open it up and really put some color in there. So this way, during the spring and summer and the fall, you'll get to see all those colors when you come to the McDowell house. So I'm pretty excited about that, and it's a lot of fun. This time of the year, now that I'm about 70% in shape compared to what I was 2 months ago. So it's starting to turn into fun, and next month, I mean, it's really gonna get busy. I've got one more thing I'm trying to finish up here, and then I start taking on a couple more projects to get my summer going, and it's going to be fun. But like I say, we just have to stay weather-wise, and if you've still got your tomatoes and different things that are out, just make sure that you are covering those up, so this way you don't have to buy it twice, because it's all about trying to do it the best you can the first time without having to spend any extra money. And like I said, if you're new to gardening, like say start in pots, starting something nice and simple. Try to get, you can get 5-gallon buckets for probably about $2.50 in some places. Some places you get them free. So check out bakeries and check out stores and ask them if they have any used buckets, from whatever they used it from. So to start off within a budget, maybe $25, $30. You can get yourself some plants and get yourself some soil. So this way you can get at least get going, because the excitement comes once it starts really growing and that starts to get taller or better looking. That's when the excitement comes. So take your time, start easy, and make your life nice and simple. I tell you what, let me get my break out the way, and I'll come back and we'll talk some more.
Hometown Radio's Big Deals offer is out of this world. It's Cosmic Bowling. Experience bowling with an outer space-like atmosphere. Black lights, strobe lights, and pattern lights accent the hit music that beats over the speakers. The lights and music effects make it an out-of-the-world experience. It's all at Galaxy Bowling and Entertainment Center in Richmond. Go have a lot of family fun with our Big Deals Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party. The party includes 2 hours of bowling shoes for up to 6 people, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. The retail value is $85. At Big Deals online store, get the Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party for just $49. Yes, $49. What a deal. It's a big deal out of this world. Shop and save at Big Deals online store, hometownlive.net, hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Big deals at hometownlive.net.
We're so excited. Nice weather's here, and we're going to wet our plants. Buddy Beaver here, Mulch to Go now has Rock to Go. Yes, we've been busy little beavers and expanded to add landscape, rock, sand, topsoil, compost, and more. We have a wide selection to choose from in both bulk and bags. Stop by Mulch to Go for your landscape needs, from pine nuggets, pine straw, cedar, cypress, and playground chips too.
Mulch to Go opens at 9 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Call 859-715-7575. They're located in Harrodsburg on the corner 127 and Beaumont Avenue. Mulch to Go.
Mulch to Go.
If you're looking for a better dental experience, Dr. Jennifer Nichols' goal is always to provide each and every patient with the very best dental care in the most genuine and caring manner possible. Their office is a friendly atmosphere that will immediately put your family at ease. Their professional staff will help you feel welcome and comfortable every time you enter their office, as they strive to provide the highest standard of personalized dental care in a gentle and efficient way. For an appointment, visit Dr. Jennifer Nichols. She's on North College Street. Call 734-5111. See how different a dental experience can be with Dr. Jennifer Nichols.
This is Earl Motzer reporting. The next Mercer County Drug Take-Back Day will be held on Saturday, April 29th. Drug Take-Back Days provide a safe, convenient, and responsible means for disposing of prescription and non-prescription drugs, while also educating the general public about the potential for abuse of medication. Hope to see you Saturday, April 29th from 8 a.m. to noon at the Mercer County Fiscal Court Building, 207 West Lexington Street. Thank you.
Dunn's Barbecue and Catering, located in Harrodsburg, Kentucky. Here for your affordable catering needs. Ribs, chicken, brisket, as well as our famous pulled pork. All sides homemade. Available for weddings, company picnics, family reunions, or just an old-fashioned pig roast. So call 859-734-3675. That's 859-734-3675. Dunn's Catering and Barbecue. 859-734-3675. I'm Sid Dunn, like my Uncle Herb always used to say.
It's not barbecue until it's done.
The WHBN weather forecast is brought to you by your Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg and Outdoor Power and Rental. Visit Ace Hardware of Harrodsburg for their weekly and monthly specials. North College Street.
Mostly sunny today, high 69 this afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight, low 49. Tomorrow, partly sunny, high near 63. Sunday night, mostly clear, low 41. Mostly sunny Monday, breezy, a high of 58.
Welcome back to Gardening with James. If you have questions, feel free to call the station or email spreadingcompost@gmail.com.
All Right, we're back in the garden, and like I say, it's going to be a nice day out there. Over in Danville, the farmers market opens up today, so they'll get to test out the new stage, and they say there's supposed to be at least 40 vendors over there. Supposed to be pretty large this year, so I'm probably going to stop by there on my way to drop off some donations from FNB Investment, who gave us a donation of gloves and seeds, and it was $105 to finish up with what they're trying to do at Batewood and over at the Shepherd House. So we're going to split that up with them and make sure that they have the gloves and things that they need, so this way they don't have to go out and buy it. It was really nice of them to help us out. Let's see, so over at Constitution Square, like I said, that's happening. There's all kinds of different things going on. Let's see who's on this call here. Gardening with James.
Hey, James, how you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm all right, brother. I'm all right. Hey, is it too late to start your own plants in the house, tomato plants?
Nope. It's not too late.
Okay, that's what I need to know. And if I buy plants out of at the school or at Kroger or wherever that's already started, what do I need to do? Continue putting Miracle Grow on them?
Well, like say, the best thing is
because that's the way they raise it,
Right. Yeah. Well, what I would do is, like, say, if you buy it someplace, what I would do is I would, if you're going to still grow them in the house until after the cold spell goes through, I don't think you're going to need, because I don't think you're going to need to add any extra fertilizer until you actually put it in the ground.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is I don't have a lot of luck with them if I buy them already grown and then put them outside, or if I wait, and then buy them and then put them outside. I don't have a lot of luck out of them. I just water them. See, I'm a man that don't use chemicals. I don't believe in fertilizer, to tell you the truth.
That's right. I hear you. I'm the same way.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, I hardly ever use, because now they do have different things out there that are all natural that you can use as a natural fertilizer that's made out of plants or something. But I hardly ever use anything like the Miracle Grows and different things like that.
Right. Well, see, they tend to use it, and then when I get the plant, I don't have a lot of luck out of it. You know what I mean? Out of the plant, So just try it with seed. I'm just going to do it with seed then. Yeah. Come from Walmart. I got a friend of mine that does, and I mean, he grows tomatoes as big as my head. And that's big, James. That's really big.
That's
I hear that. Just well laugh and cry, ain't that right?
Right, that's right.
That's right, yes.
But yeah, I'm like you. I usually just put the seed in the ground and let it grow. Every now and then I may go out and buy some starter plants just to try to get ahead of it. But I will still put a few seeds down so some of them can grow. Yeah.
And I think that's what I need to start practicing a little bit more of myself. I think get a little better crop out of it.
Gardening is one of those things that's kind of like going back to school. And if you haven't been to school in a long time, it takes a little while to catch on. Yeah, so it's the same for me. I've killed a lot of plants.
Right.
So hey, don't feel bad. For me, that was a lesson.
Right. Now, if I wanted to grow watermelons and stuff, the closer you have that to a water source, as far as something that would stay moist a lot, would you put it beside it?
Well, yeah, you always, want to make sure that your plants are somewhere close. So this way, because if it's way in the back somewhere, you say, well, I don't have time to walk all the way back there to water it. So I always try to put it as close as possible, so this way you can always get to it. And like I say, and you only have to water it when it don't rain.
Right.
Because it's going to rain the next day or so. I mean, you could probably get away with that.
Leave it alone. Yeah. Well, I mean, as far as a watermelon or a cantaloupe, they're mainly water. Is that correct?
That's mostly liquids inside. Yes.
Okay. So if I had a spring back here and I put it close to that spring, it's going to grow a lot better than waiting for me to water it every time. Do you think?
Yeah, because there's probably going to be moisture back there.
Okay.
So I don't think you'll have to worry about it a whole lot.
Right. Well, I need to get a little bit more size of my watermelons, and I don't know what I'm doing, But anyway. But all right, James. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, you have yourself a great day.
All right, see you.
Bye. Yeah, we all need practice with that. Like say, it's like going back to school. Like say, just as soon as we think we know what we're doing, guess what happens? Like me, I've killed a lot of them. All right, let's see who this is. Oops. Gardening with James.
Morning, James.
Good morning. Kurt. How are you?
Oh, I was glad he called in and had a question about them tomatoes and melons.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to call in real quick and encourage everybody to get out there and support that farmers market. Ours is opening next week here in Mercer County, so I'm going to get out today and try to do one little quick run down that way and head over to Irvin for the Mushroom Festival and get back over here before the sun sets and try to get some more seeds in the ground.
I know that. I'm like you. I've been planting flower seeds, vegetable seeds, all kinds of stuff this week because, there's a clock on everything.
Yeah, that's what I tell my wife the other day. I said, time got now or it's not going to happen.
That's right.
Listen, have a great day. Good talking to you and enjoy this beautiful sunshine until it rains. I think I might get some.
Might get a little bit more because we got some yesterday, and that was a good thing.
Yeah, we didn't hardly get much, but it was a good, like almost a misty sprinkle is what we got, so it was really beneficial. Just didn't penetrate the soil very well.
I'll take it. I'll take that anytime.
Yeah. Have a good one, man.
All right, see you.
Bye.
Bye. Yep, we all need that sunshine. And like I say, I've been going through seeds and at Constitution Square, I've been told I'm getting a little bit more leverage as far as putting more flowers around Constitution Square. So now that I got that permission to do that, I'll with some of the seeds, the extra seeds that I have, I'll just continue to drop them in. I probably did about 10 different type of flowers yesterday, so I'm on a pretty good roll. So I've got a few more, and there's a bed that's under the sign for the farmers market. I'm going to create a flower bed up underneath that. That was requested. So when I get back to work on Monday, I will get to digging and get some seeds in there. So this way, really have some nice color because green is fine, but you got to have more than if you're going to have a park or gardens or flower beds, you got to add a little color in there. So this way, it kind of pops spring, summer, and fall, and keep things looking good. And you can do that, pretty cheap. There's some really nice seeds out there that don't cost you a whole lot. Let's see here. So, get out there and have yourself a great day. Let's see. Lastly, today's the 29th. There's a party for Jan, a night of live music, food, and drinks at the Pioneer Playhouse Indoor Theater to benefit Jan Schaffner's Recovery Fund. So, Saturday, April 29th, 2023. Donation boxes will be at the event. Doors open at 7. Music begins at 8 with Michael Fly Guy with all the music. $25 cover includes food, bar, wine, spirits. They'll take cash and credit. Look, my time is about up, and I'll have to get back with you guys Tuesday and Thursday next week. So have yourself a great weekend. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Gardening with James, Saturday mornings on WHBN 99.5 FM, and Tuesdays and Thursdays garden tips on WHIR FM 103.9. If your needs have been met, share it with someone.